Hey gang, welcome to the stream for December the 1st. Yeah, the start of a new month. Happy 24 days till Christmas if any of you guys still celebrate Christmas. Speaking of celebrating, I'm gonna celebrate the fact that I've got nothing else to drink in the house right now, so and also no other clean glasses, so I'll just keep refilling this throughout the course of the stream. And we can continue on. Some Chapter 2 trial shenanigans. Things just started to get interesting at the end of yesterday's stream. We got a head-to-head debate coming up, it looks like, between where's my game? There's my game. Between who was it? Between Kaito and what's her name? Maki. Which is going to be interesting. Really, it's Kokichi. It's Kokichi who's really kicking things into gear on this trial. He is demonstrating that supreme leadership talent of his, and he's like taken command of this whole trial here, which is kind of cool to see. He's been more of like kind of a nuisance character up to this point, or like more of like a prankster type character. So it's kind of neat to see him actually like, you know, taking actions that actually have an impact on the story. Right, oh that's right, I unlocked some new music. That's why they want me to save. Alright. So, where we last left off. Like I said, we got the potential list of suspects narrowed down to 2. Kaito and Maki do not have alibis for the time that Ryoma was murdered. So Kokichi had the brilliant idea to have them square off against each other. Just get the 2 suspects to scream at each other, and we'll decide who we believe at the end of it. So yeah, let's start this extreme death debate. Actually, he probably voiced this.
Let's start this extreme death debate. Tear up the other's lies, rip each other apart.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to...
Quit screwing around! We don't need to debate who's a culprit!
Oh, is he gonna confess?
I'm not the culprit! That's for sure.
Oh, then it's Maki. Oh, problem solved then. Problem solved. It's just Maki. Kaito says so.
Maybe
Kaito
Kokichi
says
is
so.
wrong. Maybe he...
Maki isn't the culprit either!
Oh. Honestly, I kind of suspect, like, this is starting up pretty early. It's like, oh, we've narrowed it down to 2, but the trial's barely started yet. I don't think it's either of them, to be honest.
Huh? Really? You're saying neither of you are the culprit? Then what would be the point of this whole debate?
Who cares about that? All I know is that neither me or Maki are the culprit.
Now, is he just talking shit here, or does he actually have a good...
Hunch I've got.
Oh, it's just a hunch I've got. Okay, then.
Hunch?
Okay, then.
Are you being serious? You do know all our lives are on the line here, right? And you're betting our lives on just a hunch?
Yeah, Kaito's really bad at this
Get it.
whole
This isn't
debate
just any
thing.
hunch. This is an official hunch from the Kaito Momota, Luminary of the Stars.
You know, the way he keeps calling himself Luminary of the Stars makes me think he's like
How illogical.
the
This is
ultimate
even more
astrologer
difficult to
or
comprehend than
something.
Kokichi's antics.
You're totally not serious. You can't be that stupid, right?
Vote him off the island.
No, he might actually be that stupid.
Oh god, if Tenko's
Damn idiot!
talking shit about your intelligence, you got problems.
Idiot!
Atua
Hey,
damns
don't call
him
me
as an idiot.
Anyway, me and Maki aren't the culprit. There's no doubt about it. I believe in Maki.
You what?
You believe in her? But based on what?
Huh? I don't
He
gotta base
said it
on
already.
anything.
It's just a dumb
No matter
hunch.
where the clues point. In the end, the only thing that matters is what
I don't
believe,
think, again,
right?
like we kind of ended up
Whether I believe or not.
The reason we've ended
Whether
up
I
in this
want
kind
to
of
believe or not.
one-on-one, head-to-head between the two of them is that we don't have any evidence about their whereabouts at all, I don't think.
That's the only thing that matters.
So I have no idea what is going to happen
So
next.
you do not have any evidence.
Yes, we have no
Only
evidence.
baseless conjecture.
That's right.
But I totally get where he's coming from. Because I want to believe in Himiko too.
Is it time for one of those rhythm game events yet? Because I don't see how evidence is going to get us out of this predicament.
Yes. However, it is a sentiment that has no place in a class trial.
He's an idiot after all.
It's okay to be idiot, as long as you believe in people.
It's like the worst kind of
Don't
idiot.
call me an idiot.
A gullible
Hurts my
idiot.
feelings.
It's true. That's not what a class trial is about. You're supposed to think logically. You can't let your feelings into it. It's absurdity. Total absurdity. But then again, that absurdity saved me before, right? I don't know what he's referring to. Oh. Why? Why do you trust me, Kaito? There's a chance that I'm the I believe in you because I want to. Do I need a reason other than that? What? Isn't that why you believed in Kaede? I mean, sure, I might get betrayed in the end, but if I worry about that, I won't be able to believe in the people I want to believe in. I mean, that's just the same response I gave last time. It's like, yeah, you should believe in me like you believed in Kaede. What? That absolutely did not work out well for him last time. If I can trust my logic, maybe I should trust Kaito's feelings too. Yeah, it'll work out in the end, so...
I'll believe in Maki as well.
Oh, believe in Maki. Believing in Maki is fine. I believe in Maki too.
That's our Kaido, right? Making us think with our hearts.
You too? How could the ultimate detective believe in someone without proof?
But there's no proof linking Maki or Kaido to this crime either. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. For now, they are innocent.
Right
Yeah,
on,
but we don't
Shuichi.
have
I knew I picked a good
we don't
side.
have the evidence to prove either of them, so we just vote for no one and we all die.
I might be the ultimate detective, but I'm in training. I told you that, didn't I? I'm just an apprentice, not a real detective.
How do you plan to get closer to the truth without suspecting either of them?
Okay, Kokichi is now the new ultimate detective, or at least ultimate prosecutor. He is the only person talking any sense at this damn trial.
Unless you have evidence to the contrary, these two will remain suspects.
So I just have to turn it around, right?
Huh?
Huh?
It's not like I owe that idiot a favor or anything just because he defended me.
Oh, she's like, oh, so I can just get out of
I
this
hope
by
this
proving
idiot
it was
may have
him.
encouraged me a bit.
Seriously, enough's enough. Stop calling me an idiot.
What are you trying to say, Maki?
Oh, she got something on him?
I didn't want to say anything, but I can't stay silent forever.
Oh, this will be good.
So I'll tell you.
Oh, tell us what?
She saw him drown
I met up with
Ryoma.
Ryoma during nighttime yesterday.
Oh. Oh, sounds. Oh, so she's digging her own grave.
At nighttime?
So Ryoma was still alive at nighttime?
Oh, wait a second. That changes the whole timeline of events we had, because we had been assuming, for some reason, up to this point, that he had been killed before nighttime. Because everyone's still on the assumption that he was killed in the gym, I guess, even though I'm way ahead of them on that front. We know what happened in the tennis lab.
I thought the crime took place between 8 and 10 o'clock at night. That's wrong, because I met up with Ryoma during nighttime.
Then why the fuck didn't you say anything before?
Then we have no basis for suspecting only Kaito and Maki.
That's right. Everyone suspected them. because they know have alibis for those times.
That means me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
That means we...
Around. You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that?
I mean,
line of
it means
crap?
that everyone is a suspect now.
This seems too...
Shit, maybe it was Shuichi.
But why did Maki wait until now to mention that?
It's totally obvious. Maki's so desperate that she has to lie.
Was that a lie? Did Maki lie to us? ... It's true, we don't have all the facts. But why would Maki say that now, of all times? If I trust her innocence, I should believe her statement. Do we have anything to prove that she met Ryoma at night? But should I? Intermission! Oh, I should have just kept on playing for like another 5 minutes yesterday. We'd have gone to intermission. Sure, let's save. So we're just back to square one again then. I thought we were like closing in on... It felt like we were closing in on a conclusion. It's like, oh, it's one of these two. Oh wait, it could be anyone. Again.
Now then.
Poo-hoo-hoo, it seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? This is the same thing he says. Oh, at the start of every trial. Well, wait a second. What result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Oh, is he talking about the Mono Cubs? Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Monosuke? No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro. Oh man, you're right. Silly me. I'm so forgetful. Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh? Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to Chapter 3. Oh, wait a second, we don't know the culprit yet. Yeah, who killed Rantaro? That was Chapter 1's case. How can you be this forgetful? ... Oh shit, that's a good point. Who did kill Rantaro, guys? It must have been Shuichi.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Womp womp.
Square one? If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
Oh! Is that a game industry joke? I think, are they talking about Squaresoft getting acquired by Enix?
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's Spirits Within. Oh, this is like some game industry insider humor going on here.
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
Anyways, back to the trial.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
More one could talk. Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
Alright, here we
It
go.
must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab.
Oh wait, Ryoma?
He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Or no, what? Yeah, Ryoma got to visit the research lab.
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
Yes, Kokichi told us that last time.
One another's motive video? I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Smart.
Why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Shit, I don't know. Kokichi? This was after midnight, so yeah, it could have been Kokichi. They did this on purpose, didn't they? Okay, he's not quite the last choice.
It's you!
Deck-eyed.
That would be Kokichi.
Cubs pads, gotta catch 'em all. I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Neehee, now everyone can watch their motive video. I still wish that we had gone ahead with his plan to watch all the motive videos. I know I said I thought it was a better idea to throw them all into a fire or something, but yeah, Kokichi's convinced me. They should have all just watched every one of them together.
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
Usually both.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you?
That is really weird. That is really weird.
What happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
Is there something... Okay, Maki's got some kind of secret. We know she has, I don't know, some kind of secret in that room that she really, really doesn't want anyone to see. If Ryoma had her motive video, that might... The video might have something about that secret on it. So that would give her motive to kill Ryoma, potentially. This... If anything, Maki's only incriminating herself very, very strongly by telling us all of this. And then she murdered him.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
Good question.
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
What? Oh my god, Maki's bad at this. Honestly, Kokichi's explanation made the most sense here. She's just made up a lie because she's about to get caught. But we'll see if we have anything in the evidence.
Suspected? What for?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
Oh yeah, I can't remember. She said something to that effect earlier, where she was being secretive. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I remember speculating that she might, like, have self-incriminating evidence, and so she's not being cooperative because she doesn't want to throw suspicion on herself and lead the group astray into reaching the wrong conclusions, which I said at the time was sometimes good strategy in social deduction games.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
Because, yeah, like I was saying, every time I give a self-incriminating account of my whereabouts in, like, Among Us, for example, I always get voted out. It's like, I found the body in electrical. Oh, I was just in electrical, and I didn't see a body. Yeet! I get voted out immediately.
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Why?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question.
I forget his
Were
question.
you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Oh yeah, we pointed the finger at him, but he didn't actually confirm or deny.
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Even that wouldn't prove it though, we need evidence.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Because she'll kill him
Here
otherwise.
comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true.
Wow, it's been a long time since we had any gameplay in this trial.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Like, we're all on just speculation and hearsay, and he said, she said, we're so far from the evidence that there's nothing to debate. None of my evidence bullets will help us get to the bottom of any of this.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
That's a good question.
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party.
Ah, that would have been so fun.
I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
Doesn't it,
I
though?
am saying it could still be a possibility.
I think I do have evidence for this.
If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot.
In
trust
fact,
you
isn't it
entirely.
Kirumi's testimony that gives us this information? Because she had him tied up until nighttime. She was playing tag and lecturing him intermittently until 11 o'clock. So he wouldn't have had a chance to get away to talk to Ryoma until then.
Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now.
This trial feels a lot
This is
easier than the first one so far.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Oh, class trial. I just saw the word ass floating by behind Maki's head. Oh, this is the turning point. This will change the fate of the class. But yeah, it says class trial. And I said I would believe in Kaito, and that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaede did. So I think he's telling us we have to lie.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Hola, Core Creates. How's it going?
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
It would be Maki alone, right? Should I...
Surely they would have come forward already.
Should I lie?
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is
Shoot.
no reason to believe your testimony.
I forget how to lie. I think you hold down
As
the button.
expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie.
Can't say the two of them met. No, that's too obvious a lie. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone...
Met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
I wish I could see, like, what the truth bullet converts to when I hold it down.
Did anyone see those two together?
Maki alone, alibis for yesterday. Like, do I fabricate an alibi? What is... I'm guessing Maki alone, but I don't know what they want here. Let's hold it down.
As expected, Maki is lying.
Maki not alone!
If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie.
Oh, that actually cost me life if I miss that shot. So okay, let's just contradict.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Okay, let's try lying with Maki alone.
Did anyone see those two together?
Oh wait, I did the wrong one. I was waiting for the next one. Why did you wait until now to reveal that you saw Ryoma? Unless you were lying, that is. Okay, fine. Oh shit, we're almost dead.
What a load of crap!
I don't know if this is gonna work. I think we're gonna game over right away.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Okay, so not this, the next one.
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that...
I can prove it with this lie that I made up. I think this is a dumb mechanic. I do not like the idea of just lying for no apparent reason. Oh, I missed what he said there. I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs.
Wait, so you're like making up, you're involving him in your lie?
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out.
This is completely stupid. Why does he think this is a good idea?
Now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
Oh, well then why the fuck didn't you say so earlier?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably...
Like, Kirimi should just say the same thing she said when I fired at the wrong thing before.
Wait a minute. If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Yeah, no shit, this is dumb. I hate this lying mechanic so much.
I didn't think it was relevant.
You heard Ryoma after night and you didn't think it was relevant?
Now. We don't know if Maki was really...
Oh, come on, as if you could mistake Ryoma's voice for anyone else.
True. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But
that's just
considering the circumstances,
uncool.
I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma.
Or no, he says, not cool.
None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
It could have been Kaede.
Nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face?
Yeah, she's not buying it. She doesn't believe us.
Bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
These guys are terrible liars.
We'll believe friends.
You're gonna believe him?
Yeah, all I gotta say is looks like they've got a long way to go.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
Unless he's the culprit.
Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe.
Or if Shuichi did it.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right.
This is so dumb. Helados Helidos, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Like, if he gets caught, if someone else were to be like, well, I was on the stairs at that part of the nighttime, and I didn't see anyone. Like, he gets caught in a lie, and it's just like, well, why are you lying to us, Shuichi? Shuichi did it. Oh, thank you for the host as well. Much appreciated.
Belief shall set you free.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so
Oh,
long.
not Kokichi, too.
He
Kokichi.
wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's...
No, there's no way he buys this shit. Look at that face. Look at that. I wonder if that's meant to be like a Dr. Evil reference. Like he puts his index finger up to his mouth instead of the pinky finger.
In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
Yes, we're back to square one and nothing we've talked about at this trial matters at all up to this point.
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Okay, this is where things get crazy.
The gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have
Okay,
evidence
yeah,
to
okay,
prove
here we
what
go.
happened.
Evidence again, finally. Finally.
When did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
And if they did, that means they would have missed out on the show, so we still have a narrow list of suspects. Because it wouldn't have been anyone who was in the gym prior to the magic show. When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And it couldn't have been the morning after. That leaves...
The only time
and
they
if it
could
could...
have done it was during nighttime, huh?
What? That's the opposite of what we just said.
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, Dick Cheese?
Dick Cheese?
What? Come on, I'm sure that's not the first time she's called him Dick Cheese.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress. What a terrible title for a guard.
It was the window. We knew from the beginning that it was the window from the pool. Come on, let's get this shit moving here.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball. I don't even play baseball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Go to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
What?
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again?
Oh, what was this again? Oh, right, the classroom debate thing. That's right.
To present its very own Morphenomenal Trial Grounds!
It's morphin' time! Yeah, this thing. This was alright. This was alright.
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
It seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Split opinion. So who's on which side of the debate here? What are we even debating? Oh yeah, when was the body placed in the tank? I don't know, it kind of ruins the effect when we've got like all this build up to a point that we already know.
Move the body just before the morning announcement?
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Is that it?
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
What?
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
This seems no good. Yeah, this is... I don't know. We'll see. It feels like they're really taking their time with this trial. Like, they're kind of stretching this mystery pretty thin, I think. Shit, I don't think I know what to do for any of those. Tsumugi is the only one talking about the announcement. We should focus on the simplest statement first, then argue accordingly.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Right, okay.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Kimiko!
Okay, so it's just repeat the word that they say.
No way we could have missed them. Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules. So we just pick the word that appears in what they say.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
Yes.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
Oh, is that right? That actually wasn't clear.
Maki's testimony in the first place?
That was not clear in the rule.
Okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Yeah, that's the weak link in all of this, isn't it? Oh, what do we do now? Crotch bind. Hold the B button. Y button. Yeah. Cool, that was a lot of build up to something that was really simple, yeah. They dumped it through the window in the pool.
But a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank.
That's pretty risky though. Like, what if the culprit like accidentally stuck their arm through the window into the gym? Like, would that count? If you like just stick your hand through while you're shoving the body through the window?
Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
So, in terms of who's the culprit right now, it's got to be someone on the other side of the debate then. Like, surely the culprit wouldn't be helping us to reach the correct conclusion here about dumping the body through the window in the morning. I wish I'd have paid more attention to who was on what side of that debate. I think Gonta was on the other side, but he wouldn't hurt a fly. Honestly, I think Kirumi is acting a bit suspiciously on this trial. I think it might be her. I actually can't remember, but I distinctly remember Kirumi being on the other side of that debate. Anyways, I missed what they were saying. This is Among Us? Yes, it is! It totally is! I have made frequent reference to Among Us throughout this playthrough. And it's just like, oh, I've been in this situation before in Among Us. This is how it usually plays out. Windows have the prawn tank, curtains, bonnet tank in the window. This is what happens in Among Us if you give yourselves like a 4-hour time limit for
That
debates.
certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window. The window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
That is a good
It's
point.
small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
That's a good point, but I don't want it to be true.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I didn't have an explanation for...
They used the ladder in the gym.
Wait a second, is it the rope?
You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right?
Is it the rope?
You just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
How would that even work? They like somehow tie the rope to the top of the pool? That's the same problem though. How would they get to the ceiling of the pool? The diving board maybe. How would that even work though? Attach it to like the top of the diving board and like just swing him like a pendulum from the tennis lab to the window, that would be nuts. That would be absolutely nuts. That would be like an even greater feat of just ridiculous, impossible precision. Even more so than Kaede's shot put roll in the first chapter. No, I don't think that method is possible because... why? Yeah, why couldn't they have used the ladder? There was no time to move it, I don't think. I think that's wrong then. I don't think there was enough time to remove the ladder. Couldn't they have carried out the ladder at any point during nighttime? I think the culprit had enough time. Shoot. Am I about to die?
Oh, no.
Everyone's staring at me. They screwed up. They think I'm a fraud. Oh no, we're about to game over. I don't know what the answer is. The ladder can't be moved. Yes, it can. It doesn't reach the window?
That's it.
Okay. I don't remember what the ladder looked like. How was I supposed to fucking know that?
The window was because it was on the stage.
Oh, that's... fuck off.
If you use the ladder on the pool side,
If
you would not quite make it.
Piddling minute details there. They should have showed me a photo of the ladder. Or maybe they did. Actually, they did. They just showed us this. I just wasn't paying attention.
And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
Yeah, that's what I meant by they wouldn't have had time.
Thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Yeah, that's what I meant by there's no time. They would have had to have returned the ladder to the gym when we were all in there. So I was right. Fuck you, game.
Then Gonta used his hard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with.
Oh?
It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
Yeah, I love how he always apologizes after he gets insulted.
From the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Oh, Kaito's got a brilliant idea for us.
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
He doesn't have an idea. He has no fucking idea.
Don't know that yet.
What?
Cool.
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window.
Yeah, that was the biggest question mark I had through the investigation.
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high.
Ah, that face again.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
So, the ridiculous bowling ball murder method was my kind of like, you know, out of left wing, like wild theory in the first chapter, and it ended up being correct. I thought it was kind of stupid and implausible. I really hope that my dumb swung the body over using a rope tied to the diving board doesn't end up being the case here. I mean, it's like Korekiyo said, they would have needed to place the body carefully. You would certainly not be able to do that by swinging the body from a rope.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for.
Oh god, he didn't actually have an idea.
Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
Why don't you just lie randomly again? That apparently worked last time.
But
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it. Am I really not good enough? Don't worry, Kokichi is. I bet you Kokichi knows the answer. Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
I think it's pretty important. I think it's pretty important how the body got into the piranha tank. What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it.
Yeah, but if we know how it was done, then we'll know like who had the opportunity and what we need to look for.
We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to
okay, so that's what she's driving at. Yes, okay, so we're finally gonna get to the prison lab.
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
There we go.
Yes.
Deputy Ultimate Detective.
We were so caught up in where the body was found. When we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit.
Did it though?
Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Why is he sweating?
Then,
Or I guess he's just mad. I guess he's just mad. No shit, Gonta. That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. Now, that's what I was saying earlier. Someone would have been on the wrong side of the debate earlier. Also, you'd think it would be easier to tell just by people's behavior at trial here, like who's trying to cover up the truth, but going by that metric, I think that Kirumi is kind of acting the most sus here. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene.
Okay, for a second I thought they were going to ask me to point the finger.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
But
Kimikawa under the bridge?
he was that a pun in the Japanese version? If we can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial has only just begun. We've been going for like 2 hours now, total on this trial.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Yeah, when I said Maki was like the deputy ultimate detective, I meant Kokichi is the real ultimate detective out of this group. Ha! Just watch, he'll kill Maki next chapter for saying that. So...
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
No.
Ryoma was relaxing in his room when we got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
Is there anything in the Monokuma file? I don't think any of these evidence bullets looks any good. I thought we would get something from the shower room and the tennis court. We also got... Where was it? Where was it? Black fabric in the pool. Oh, are they going to go through this step by step? It's like, aha, he was murdered in the pool. Argue for half an hour. No, wait, he was murdered in the shower room.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible!
We should consider places where water is stored. The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Okay, so it's not the pool. We need to...
It must be the pool then.
Okay, so it's not the
Now
pool.
that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Jeez, are you... Oh, yeah, oh, she liked that. Okay, so they think it's the pool. We gotta show them it's not the pool.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in
death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Filthy.
Toilet? Impossible.
Bullshit, I could... Who,
Places where water is stored.
was that Mew? Was that Mew saying bullshit, I could do it? Ah, I missed the V point.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime. No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Didn't we establish, though, that he could have been killed sometime in the morning, too? Oh, wait, no, that doesn't matter. Nighttime means, like, the period from, what, 10 p.m. until, like, 7 or 8 a.m.? So, okay, whatever. Morning still counts as nighttime, according to the rules.
A dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. And the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Only after you leave do I realize how much
Is this another reference? I don't get it.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
Yeah, football.
Anyway,
Is that right? Is
we
that
can
football?
conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
There was a bucket, the one we used to store the piranhas in. Where was Ryoma killed? I know there was some kind of clue. Wait, what? What? Well, did we not get the sink? Ah, there we go. Scratched sink.
This is it! The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
Oh, we gotta do the rest of it. Scratched handcuffs.
This is it! The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Well, yeah. Sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
Okay, so this brings us back to one of my original questions, was who among us, among the class here, is physically capable of putting handcuffs on Ryoma to restrain him? Like, we knew he'd used the Shukuchi method or whatever to evade Gonta, and Gonta's fast as fuck. They must have used trickery of some sort to get close to him. Which I guess could have been anyone. Could have been anyone. Hey there, Deep Fry. Yeah, I was looking forward to this all day, too. Things were starting to get interesting, although they ended up getting kind of dumb, but now they're getting a bit interesting again. Like, okay, at this point in the trial, I don't think that any of our initial suspects are, or you know what, I think Angie was on the other side of that debate, too. Angie's still in play. It could have been Angie. Kirumi, though, seems to be suspiciously, like, strongly advocating on the wrong side of, like, all of the debates so far.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room.
And we know from Kokichi's testimony that she's very good at tag, so she could have chased him down easily.
The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Yeah, I don't think it's Kaito anymore. He's being too helpful. during all of
He was
this.
wearing the handcuffs at the time.
Same with
The
Kokichi.
handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
Okay, what do you have to say right now, Kirumi?
So the culprit
Oh, that's
handcuffed
it.
Ryoma and drowned him in his lab sink.
Yeah, that was my original
Ryoma must have
theory.
been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down and
He's like an evil overlord, so I bet you he's all about the piranha attacks.
But
With
how
freaking
did
laser
Cobra
beams on their
handcuff
heads.
Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed
Yeah,
him.
I should just stop talking and speculating
Knocked him out
during
before
these scenes. I'm always just like half a step ahead of the characters in the game.
Be sure, now that he's not but bone.
I missed that. It's possible they knocked him out.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by...
Seduction. It was Gonta after all!
Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
Why the beam of light?
You'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid.
I hope it's Sumu. I hope it's Sumugi. I know that would be a lame outcome, but I just want to get her out of here. She's so dumb and boring.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
Brilliant fucking deduction, Miyu.
How did the culprit carry his body to the gym from
Okay,
there?
this is where things are gonna get stupid.
Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
Okay, yeah, this almost feels like this should have been. I wonder what it could be.
Ryoma's lab.
This is even more basic than the first case.
That's right. None of the windows in
This feels like a tutorial trial more than the first one did.
except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed.
I actually just thought of something. We saw rope on both sides. There was the rope in the escape tank in the gym, and then there was rope, I think, in the pool as well. They could have had the rope, like... They could have tied the rope maybe to something up top. Although then they would still have seen it dangling down. I don't know. It's definitely something to do with the rope. They could have used the rope to climb up top, I guess, and place the body in the piranha tank.
The gym window was too high to reach from the poolside, even if one used the ladder.
We've had a couple characters
Right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
brag about their experience with ropes. I think Kirumi might have been one of them. I think it was when we were first in the pool. It's like, oh wow, that's a lot of rope. And Kirumi was like, yes, that is exactly 50 feet of rope right there. And it was like, holy shit, how you can tell just by looking? And I think she said something like, yeah, I've got a lot of experience with ropes as a maid. And I think someone else did the same thing earlier with the tennis cable. It was Kaito, actually, now that I think of it.
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. It's time for the Hangman's game, isn't it? Oh. What? What? Wait a second, I missed that. Okay, so this is a new one. What did that say? When you have to deduce how things are connected, Psych Taxi will start up. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. So this is just Hangman's Gambit in Mario Kart style, right? Use the A button to accelerate and the left stick to move left and right. By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you've completed the question, you head towards the escort that has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use RB to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Please drive safely. Enjoy the ride. This, just looking at this reminds me of the, like the driving through traffic minigame in, oh, please respond at your earliest convenience. Like the driving through traffic minigame in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Holy shit. Oh, you can use the D-pad. Well, well, this has nothing to do with logic or evidence, but I guess this is kind of neat. The controls, though. This plays like an old school, like, DOS racing game. You guys ever play? Oh, the bull. No! The body was body dokoda, or doko desu ka? What do I do? Thinking time. So, like, the car turns, like, one discrete step. Lab window, lab door. Okay. I was too busy flooring the accelerator to really pay attention to that question. Next question! E-row. E-we-row-om. This actually reminds me of, like, old racing games I used to play in, like, DOS on the school computers back in the day, the way this controls. The body was brought to the gym from where? From the pool! I know that much. Whoops. Body was brought to the gym from Wii. Alright, here we go. Thinking time. The pool. Gym door, gym window. Fuck, gym window. Is it always the girl? There's like a dude and a lady are your two options at the end there. Is this... Okay, these are letters. That's a lot of shit to fill in. Also, didn't they say we'd have to, like, dodge traffic? Oh, there's traffic. There's traffic. This is so weird. This is completely unlike all the other minigames in this game. It's like Hangman's Gambit, classroom debates. Like, it's kind of rooted in logic and evidence, you know? This is just like, hey, let's play Outrun. And then you have to answer a multiple choice question at the end. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Oh, that was a hidden Monokuma, wasn't it? Have I... Oh, how was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window? I don't know! The rope? If rope isn't one of the answers, then... I don't know what I'm gonna do. From window to window? Via the pool doesn't really make any sense. Okay, apparently that was good. Wait a sec. Window to window. Do they mean from like the tennis lab window to the gym window? Oh, did they swing it with the rope after all? That's dumb. Apparently it connects. Do I remember Cross Country Canada? I don't. I was thinking of like a Formula 1 game. A Formula 1 game that used to be on the school computer.
Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
Did they swing him from the rope?
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Or maybe some like complicated pulley system using the rope?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
That'd be the same question though. How would they get the rope up to the ceiling? If they can't carry the body up to the window, then they can't carry the rope up to the ceiling either. Equipment to connect to the windows. I believe it was found near the body.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect.
Is it Kaede again? Is Kaede the culprit again somehow? Back from the grave? Setting up another crazy Rube Goldberg device to move the body?
There was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal. What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage.
Yes, that is where we found it.
But the next morning, the rope has been moved backstage for some reason.
Wait, I don't know what she means by the wing of the stage then.
Mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both.
Why is everyone just going along with this? How did they use the rope? I'm gonna need like a detailed diagram of this shit when we get to filling in the comic book panels.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
It's absolutely Kirumi. It's absolutely Kirumi because I fucking remember that she knows exactly how long the rope is. She commented on it at the time. Yeah, it's fucking Kirumi.
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows...
Oh wait, maybe I'm misremembering. No, it was Corey Kiyo who was all like, oh yes, it's useful to be able to do things with ropes. When you're an anthropologist. Yeah, you're right, it was yeah, you're right about that. Hello, Vasil. Yeah, he was all like, yeah. The village women begged me to stay because of my rope expertise.
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet.
And then I think Kaito earlier on was also able to instantly figure out the length of a rope just by looking at it. I think there might have been one with Kirumi too. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
Then how did they string the rope from one window to the other, and how did they use it to... Oh, thanks, Miu. Way ahead of me with that one.
Who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
Kirumi's still being really insistent that this must be impossible.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, don't think it would work. Just need one more rope.
What?
Another rope. There was only one though.
There was the one in the pool.
Oh, then it's impossible.
I think that's the third time he's used that word in this trial. No, I'm sure there was another rope, or at least something that could be used as a rope. But... oh, the tennis cable. That's what he means. The tennis cable. Or the tennis net cable, wherever that is. Tennis net cable.
This is it.
Oh yeah, I saw you. Yeah, you mentioned how much you enjoyed last night's stream. Yeah, that was amusing.
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so
Is everybody in this weird class
hang rope outside of one window.
just a rope expert?
Culprit moved to the other side.
It's like, here, go. It's like, how do you tie a rope across two windows using two ropes? Oh, Gonta, no. Let Gonta explain. Oh yeah, as an anthropologist, I'm an expert in ropes. Ultimate Astronomer's just like, oh yeah, that's 50 feet of cable. I can tell just by looking at it coiled on the ground there. And I think Kirumi also was able to instantly tell the length of the rope when she first saw it at the pool.
And tie cable to other window.
I bet you Miu's a rope expert too for other reasons.
Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Right, but how does that move a body across to the other side?
That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Oh, actually, if it's like that, I didn't actually look at the diagram.
You're so knowledgeable.
Yeah, if it's angled down like that, you could just, like, loop his jacket across the rope or something and just, like, shove him down there. Although then how do you get him into the tank? I don't know. I don't know.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking.
Everyone in this fucking class uses ropes for
Even if they
everything.
did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Oh, the tube. Ah, I'm an idiot. The tube.
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
But...
In my case, it's 100% inspiration.
oh, I thought she was gonna say perspiration. That would have been funnier.
I get it. Just tell us already. They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan.
Tarzan?
Body
Oh
would
shit,
reach
that
the
means it's
window,
Gonta.
But it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
That's the opposite of what he told you to do.
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
Yeah, so if they just shoved it with the rope, how would they get it in there?
Feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Right, the tire. The inner tube.
Well, anyway,
Not just the
it
rope.
would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that? ...
Or unless they carried Ryoma's body
Hinting at something?
with them.
Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? Oh yeah, that's right, they weren't allowed in the gym window either. They could have traveled with it. They could have used the inner tube and, like, gotten inside it and slid along the rope and carried Ryoma with them, maybe. All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the windows themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set. What?
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
The fuck is he talking about?
It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Is he outing himself as the culprit again?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick.
I guess that's it. I guess he's
I believe in you,
trying to...
So I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his thing where he's like trying to take responsibility or whatever. Okay. Okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think, come on, think. Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Do I have to get the right... What did the culprit fashion? Do I have to get them in the correct order? Like if I just hit a random letter? Let's say R. It's got to be a vowel at the start, right? Okay. It looks like it might have to be in order. What the fuck? Rope? It's rope something. Rope. Roperoo. Rope. Rope hope. Rope what? Rope way? Rope were? Rope what? I don't know. Is this a word that I even know? Ropey, ropier. I don't know. I'm just gonna... Ropey. Nope. Oh shit, I'm almost out of health. Ropeway? I don't know what that means, ropeway. It's like, oh, he found a way to do it with ropes. All right, Shuichi.
That's it.
Blow my mind.
Use something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
Okay, what the fuck is a ropeway? Like a zip line? If they had said like zip line, I would have known what that means. Like, is the end result of this gonna be they like slid down on the inner tube? Because I understand that. An endless aerial cable moved by a stationary engine and used to transport freight such as logs and ore. Okay, so I guess that is actually the technical term for like something like, you know, a ropeway. Like a ski lift type thing? That type of apparatus? Yeah.
Wow, you got drain damage or something?
Apparently I do.
You need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Okay, no, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. What? Oh shit, another new one. In scenes where you have to deduce an image... Oh, whoops. Mind Mine will begin. In this mode, the object is to dig up the answer. This actually looks like fun. This actually looks like the kind of puzzle game I would enjoy. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Hey there, Celestia. Chris Tergliafera can't catch a break. Oh, is that the voice actor? Oh, is he Ryoma's voice actor? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, Gundam. Actually, the playthrough I watched... Wait, no. No, that's right. Joseph Anderson did play in English. I can't remember what Gundam's voice sounded like. I'm pretty sure it was cool. I remember chat commenting on how cool his voice was, but I can't remember quite what it sounded like. But anyways, you're saying that, like, Chris Tergliafera is like the Sean Bean of video games. Use the left stick to move the cursor and erase the pieces with the A button. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same color connect. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from the object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on top of an object are gone, you can select the object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If there's just one piece left, you can press the A button repeatedly to break it. But that will incur a time penalty, so don't just button mash. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Thank you for your understanding. Alright, let's try this out. Let's go for big breaks. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought this would be like... I forget the name of it. Have you guys ever seen the game that kind of looks like this? It's made by... It's like the second game by the guy who invented Tetris. He has his second game kind of looked like this. Only there was actual gravity and the blocks would fall down when you explode the... Okay... What was the sequence again? Let's just see. Red to yellow. That's what we want. That's what we want. Okay, so red flips to yellow, so let's go for big breaks. Oh wait, that busts these up too. I fucked it up. Oh, well, there's the tube right there, so that's pretty easy. Oh, we're gonna need to do the thing, though. Oh, I need to do the thing. That's fine. Oh, no, it's like we're playing Mr. Driller. Time penalty, and now we select the thing. There's the thing. Well, that was simple enough.
I see it.
This is just my, like, Minesweeper? A little bit? Not exactly. I like Minesweeper. It's more like that game I was talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
The rubber inner tube we found floating
It's
in the
like
pool.
Bomb something or other.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner
Yeah,
tube
it's the game that Alexei Pachinov made after Tetris. It wasn't very popular. Or Bombliss. I think it might have been called Bombliss. Or am I confusing that with something else? I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
Maybe the rope was originally tied on.
It's kind of a similar premise where you're exploding like-colored blocks that are all together, but there's gravity, so it's like the blocks above fall down to fill in the gaps. And you're trying to break all the blocks.
The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows.
Oh, that's more complicated than I had envisioned.
Was higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is
Bubble
made of
bobble.
sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported two people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
Okay, so our murderer is a fucking crazy person then.
Stood on the inner tube to move the body.
Who comes up with this shit?
The culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable. And let them
Doesn't that count though? Her foot is, or I say her foot, just assuming it's Kirumi. Their foot is inside the gym.
and left the scene.
They just like dipped their toe into the gym here.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds...
Yeah, so the way the rule was written was a bit ambiguous. They said, like, no swimming at night, and the way Monokuma described the rule made it sound like no one's allowed into the pool building at night. But apparently the actual rule is what the rule says. You are not allowed in the water at night. That's it. So they're still allowed to be in the pool room. It was just confusing because of the way that Monokuma seemed to imply that you're not allowed in the pool room when he talked about the rule earlier.
But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
Also, am I just stupid here?
Count as
Am I the only person here who's never heard of the term ropeway to describe that kind of apparatus before. I would have called it a zip line myself. Even though it's not quite a zip line is kind of the closest thing I can think of.
Your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is.
Wait, who asked you last time?
Wait a sec. That is a good question. I'm not going to bother discussing it because they're going to give us the answer. The murderer probably asked them when they were setting this up.
That the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's totally going to be the next one murdered.
You didn't put your foot in your mouth.
They don't even have feet, really. Just little nubs on their legs.
Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Pops?
Uh-oh! Daddy's mad at you now!
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Oh, Monodam's gonna murder Monosuke in the next execution again.
Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Threshold of an amazing adventure.
Monodam's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up?
I mean, does that ruin it? I don't think that actually...
Now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
Oh, we know that we had the right answer, though. Someone asked him to clarify the rule before setting up the crazy rope plan.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Which means they would have had to have set this up all in advance.
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
You hate Kokichi? I'm actually really warming up to Kokichi. He's been really fun in this trial. He's like taking command of the situation. He has good ideas. He talks shit to Miyu. And she like orgasms every time he does it. It's just great. I actually really like Kokichi now.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit!
She's drooling.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily.
They just gotta cut the line. Yeah.
All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see.
That's pretty precisely thrown.
That's why we found it there.
Although I guess there's no reason why the rope had to be in a particular place.
Numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
They dropped the tube into the water. I think... Yeah, that's right. I mean, it would have dropped, probably, when they cut the rope. Is that right? Or maybe they threw it in the water. I don't know.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumber.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I mean, I don't know all the details. Honestly,
That was an accident.
the crimes in these games are so intricate. Like, I can never figure out all the details in advance. I'm just in advance. We got the gist of it. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Yes, it is obvious. Wait, what? None of these is... That's... What? It was nighttime? It was nighttime, I guess. It was nighttime is the rule, is the reason, yes.
Even if
Is
they
the
wanted
partial
to, they
reason.
couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
They went over this in detail during the investigation phase. Not only was it nighttime, but like the pool with the reduced water level is too far down for them to even reach down and grab it. They would have to dive into the pool to get it. Why did they have to place the dead body in the piranha pool in the first place?
Prohibited at nighttime.
To dispose of the body, I guess, for some reason. Oh, to mislead us about the time of death. That's right. They wanted to trick us into thinking that the murderer must have done the kill before nighttime, because they were trying to trick us into thinking that the murder took place in the gym, which would mean that it would have had to have taken place before nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
God, we went over all this during the investigation phase.
You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried
As
to
painful
draw
as
in
explaining
limits,
11037, it's not. I don't know if it's that bad. I don't know if it's quite that bad.
would make it nigh impossible.
Like, at least in this case, I'm still not 100% sure who the murderer was, whereas with 11,037, it's like, okay, why the fuck are we even doing an investigation and a trial at this point? And it's like the whole thing seems kind of dumb and pointless.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
I can see why they did that.
Himiko's voice is so quiet, I can't even hear her.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur!
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
How? We solved it.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Oh, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough.
Oh, there it is. There it is. The jig is up. Can't be the when Mikan screwed herself by saying camera angle. I actually don't remember that one. Oh, was that the double murder? The double murder in the second game? I don't remember the details of how they solved that one.
Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway.
Yeah, okay, I remember. Yeah.
Respect begins to bloom in my heart for this
Oh wow, Atua's light shines on everyone. Tsumugi got one earlier too.
Don't respect the culprit.
Okay, so it's Kirumi, like 100%. No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial to solving this case. We're so close, we're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event.
I've...
But my sidekick here is on a roll right
Oh.
now, so I'll let him take
Nice.
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't remember the details of that one. I'd have to review that case.
Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Oh, Maki's onto him. She's so smart.
Well, Shuichi?
Good job,
Do you
Maki.
already know who the culprit is?
Are they actually going to ask us for the culprit right now? It seems like we don't have a ton to go on, but the murderer must be so elegant and refined was a pretty solid hint. What?
Come on, man. There's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right! I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi!
Yuki's cause of death was strangulation, but Mikan said it was hanging. Isn't that the same thing, though? Like, if you hang someone, won't it say the cause of death was strangulation? Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. The whole setup would have had to been... This whole setup would have had to been... The grammar of that sentence just bothers me so much. The whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows down the list of suspects. I really want to falsely accuse Kaito, because I bet you he has something funny to say. Can I just read their faces to try and figure out... Ooh, Gonto looks worried. Gonto looks worried. Also, Korekiyo looks like he's ready for something.
It has to be you.
It doesn't really have to be her. The game's just kind of strongly hinting that it was probably her.
I still have to confirm, but Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Strangulation, hanging and strangulation leave different types of rope burn.
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
Of course.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me.
Why?
If that is the
Why?
case, then I will have to deny.
Oh, Celestia,
I will
thank
not let you
you
make the wrong
for the
choice.
follow. Much appreciated.
Wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by?
I mean, if nothing else, I bet you her final form is gonna be
I will
badass
refute
looking.
your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
But why? Why would she do it? Do we have any actual evidence for
I, of course, am
why it
not
would
the
be her?
The
Of
crime
course,
was
she's not the
committed at
culprit.
nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
She was chasing,
Alibi for nighttime?
chasing
I
Kokichi
believe
around.
Most of us do not have one.
Actually, I think everyone
You're
does.
the culprit. Do you
Eh.
think you would fall for such nonsense?
The
Does
trick
she?
relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
True, kind of.
Has a nice body.
So am I. Who said so am I?
Shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonto.
To force Kirumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere. I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not the
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the alibis.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no...
I just have to review what they were. All these people were forced together. Miko and Angie joined. Yeah, actually, if you read this... yeah, I think everyone's whereabouts are now accounted for. After 10 p... from, like, just after 11 p.m. Yeah, everyone who was doing the bug meet and greet with Gonta was in the in that lab till 11 p.m. Kokichi was being chased around until 11 and then went back to the bug lab. Gonta... Actually, what about the people... Oh no, Gonta was in the bug lab. Miyu was seen wandering around in her lingerie. Kirumi was in the gym. Yeah, her whereabouts aren't accounted for after 11 p.m. I'm gonna try this.
Alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us.
Oh, apparently not. Apparently not?
Oh no!
Apparently I made a mistake. I thought that everyone had an alibi for nighttime. Also, that's like all of my health gone. Okay, so it's not the alibis.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
What about the insect meet and greet? I mean, that's the same thing as the alibis.
You don't have an alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
These are all alibis. You can only hit it with that as a lie bullet?
I believe most of us do not have one.
Why would that work?
That proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms.
Oh, are you just telling me that because you know that's the solution?
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
I'll ask for the solution if I want it. I'd like to try and solve this myself first. I mean, they could have, yeah.
Perhaps Gonta.
I mean, I think I have the right idea. There's a hole in her story somewhere.
Not the culprit.
Because alibi to don't have one is back route? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's review the evidence. Like, this is all the same stuff. These are all alibis. Mackie alone just says that she was standing alone. Last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta. And then the alibis just includes those as part of the as part of its description. Like the alibis for yesterday basically covers all of that.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't. I don't want to agree with that.
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. That someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
I mean, yeah, she could have, but could I disprove that it could have been done by anyone?
Nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally
This is like that bullshit sequence in the first trial. I don't understand what they want from me here. I don't understand why what I tried doesn't work. We do have alibis for everyone except her. Just about.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Like that thing that I tried to disagree with her on was wrong.
You have no alibi, do you?
I guess I'll try the lie thing. I don't understand why this would work. Okay, that worked for some reason.
Maybe we can't prove everyone's alibi, but we can still pinpoint the culprit.
I got an achievement for that.
How so?
Last night, Kaito and I heard Maki speaking with Ryoma.
In the future, please.
But I haven't mentioned what happened after.
And in the future, please don't give me the solutions for trial sequences. I do have the no backseating, or do I have the no backseating tag up here? I will say, chat, please tell me the solution when I actually want to be told the solution. Thank you.
Did you return to your respective dorm rooms?
Yes, we did. But I couldn't fall asleep, so I was awake until morning, which allowed me to hear a certain sound in the night.
This seems dumb. I don't know why anyone would think to try this.
Room and exiting the dorm. And after some time, I heard the sound of them returning.
Like, this is just dumb. This is gonna come back to bite him in the ass. What if they like disentangle his web of lies? They find out that Shuichi's a compulsive liar. He's gonna get voted for as the culprit one of these days.
But I didn't hear the sound of someone going down the stairs. Which must mean that whoever left has a room on the first floor. no one on the second floor left the dorm that night.
Is that even true?
Everyone on the second floor has an alibi? You cannot determine the culprit with just that.
On the contrary, once we rule out the second floor, we know who the culprit is. Because preparing the ropeway required time to be spent in the gym. It's extremely likely that the culprit helped set up the magic show.
We knew that already.
Himiko, Angie, Kaito, or Kirumi.
I see. So among the four, the only one...
I'm actually still slightly confused on the timeline here. Like, when did the murder happen, and when did they transport the body? Is it like the murder happened at night, and then they transported the body in the morning, or what? Oh, it wasn't very elegant, but my lie was certainly plausible. Will they buy it?
You heard a sound, huh? Well, I hear a load of BS.
I think Kokichi's onto us again.
But unfortunately for you, Kirumi, your
Oh,
time
no, I think Kokichi's subtly hinting that he's onto us. You can't fib like that with Kokichi in the room.
We already know you're the only one capable of setting all this up. Right, Shuichi?
I mean, are we? Well, that was an unexpected assist.
Right. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
I don't know why.
Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
Of course.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
Right, because she didn't have an alibi for... Oh, this is making me mad. This is making me mad. That's exactly what I said.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up.
Right, because we didn't need her to do the murder in the gym. She could have gone up and got Ryoma in the... How did she even know... Or she would have set up a meeting with him or something, that's right, in the tennis lab.
Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
What did she just say there? Oh, it's sword fighting time.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Holy shit, her face got spooky all of a sudden. Every character in the game seems to have like a spooky face like that. I think this is the first time we've seen Kirumi's. I think this is the best music
If it were
at the
solely
trials.
the partition,
Well,
I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
got her.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this. In other words, it is
Okay.
just a guess. And then
I should
you
stop
add
slashing the
some
words
hearsay
before
to
she's
that.
done talking.
It is nothing more than deception.
This is the conclusion we reached together. It's not just a guess. I have evidence on my side.
I
I'll
am
show her.
referring to the rope.
What evidence do I have?
Now, with that rope,
Oops.
it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then
There is
you add
no
some
evidence.
and hearsay to that guess.
The birds are moving so fast. I need to slash them
It is
before
nothing more than
she's...
deception.
Ugh. Okay, what is she actually saying?
Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In
There's
other
no
words,
evidence to
it is
indicate
just
that
a
the
guess.
rope
And then you add
was...
assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than
I can't follow what she's saying with this stupid minigame going on. And we're dead.
Oh no!
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept
Oh,
that.
cool. We're back to the
However,
beginning.
The crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this. In other words, it is just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Okay, so we need to prove that
I am referring to the rope.
she used the rope.
Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Marked
In
window
other
frame,
words,
maybe?
It is just
Yeah,
a
the
guess,
marked window
and then you add
frame
assumptions and hearsay to that guess.
at least proves
It is
that
nothing more than
Ryoma
deception.
was dumped from the window. Let's just try it. I don't think I get penalized for
Now, with that rope,
using the wrong evidence
it is
anyways.
possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
There we go. That's it. That's it.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage.
Like it feels like we're going backwards at this point. Like we already proved that they did the rope thing.
To the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
I mean, not really. Like, yeah, what was she even trying to say there? It's like, oh no, you have no proof that I used ropes. Oh, but there are handcuff scratch marks on the window, so that proves you used the rope. Like, I do not follow this train of logic. Like, this is the weakest piece of evidence for the whole ropeway theory. If anything, we should have done, like, the scratch marks much, much earlier to suggest that there's something going on with transporting Ryoma through the window. Anyways, that face means she's probably guilty.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Hey, hey.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
Oh, is she about to change to her true form?
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit.
Oh, is she covering for someone, or what?
But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone.
For everyone.
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
Oh, you know what? It kind of would make sense that the motive videos would affect Kirumi most of all, since she's, you know, the ultimate devoted maid or whatever. So yeah, like a video like the one we saw of Kaito's grandparents, like if that were of whatever master she serves, would have caused her to flip out and do whatever she had to get back to them.
So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
It could be like everyone in the world. Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Yeah, that's the sense that I got too.
Someone who isn't here?
of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Wait a second. If she did, she would have had to have seen it, like, well in advance of all of this. Like, she set up the whole apparatus in advance of meeting Ryoma, which means she would have had to have gotten her hands on the motive video before that somehow, unless she was coincidentally the one person who was given their own video, which would be kind of dumb, but also not, because the Mono Cubs were kind of in charge of that, so they might have done it on purpose, because they knew that she would be the one to crack.
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about.
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to Atua?
Right.
Yes, really.
Swear to Atua!
So please believe me. I am not the culprit.
You missed the thing about the motive videos. So, at the start of each, I guess, phase of the murder game, Monokuma adds a twist to incentivize the students to kill each other. In the first one, it was the freebie, or in the first chapter in this game. In this one, everyone was given a video of like something going on outside the school to incentivize them to, I guess, want to get out. Only the Mono Cubs, in their incompetence, and because all the videos that the pads were on looked the same, they mixed them up when they were distributing them, so everyone got someone else's motive video. It's actually, I think, the same as the motive for the first case in Danganronpa 1, where everyone gets a video of something happening in the outside world to make them want to escape.
I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
Is this BS? Kokichi, is this BS?
I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's
Oh, well,
the
if she's crying, then it must have been someone else. Fuck that. Never believe a crying woman. Of course, leave it to
Kokichi isn't the culprit?
leave it to Tenko to fall for this shit.
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
Oh yeah, who's gonna who's gonna cook breakfast and do all of the things for us?
She gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
Gonta, not so sure. Hey there, DeMarcus.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Is this actually it? Just nobody wants to vote her off the island because she's doing all of the things for us?
Consider suspecting me as the culprit.
What does that even mean?
Me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof.
Well, then you accuse someone.
It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis.
I thought Maki did now.
To help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Bullshit, you're all just weak.
Maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise.
What happens if you wrongfully convict an innocent person? So in the context of the game, that's not possible. That's a game over, basically. So we have like our influence meter. So if you make enough mistakes during the trial minigames, then your influence goes to 0, and that's a game over. But if you succeed at all the trial minigames, you will always land on the right culprit. Unless the story decides that you need to get the wrong one for story reasons. In Danganronpa 1, you actually needed to deliberately get the wrong culprit for one case due to story reasons.
As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to...
But it's all just based on like what's going to happen in the story.
I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. Well, they sure weren't that scared when they did it to Kaede, so it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it, aka my rhythm game skills.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am...
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
Is it the black fabric?
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body.
Is the black fabric actually from her dress and not from Ryoma's leather jacket?
It wasn't Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway. Then the final clue falls into place.
I'm gonna be so mad if it's the piece of black fabric.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
I'm gonna be so angry if the black fabric is the final piece of evidence, because I said at the time, hey, Gosu, do some detective work. Go do some detective work and figure out whose clothes match the fabric.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
That's dumb bullshit, because that's the object.
Everyone?
Everyone dies if we don't get the correct culprit. The glove, it could be the glove. I didn't think, it didn't look like a glove, I don't think.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
We're gonna play the rhythm game, and the final answer is gonna be piece of black fabric.
Bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
Charisma break. No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. What? What? God. Piece of black fabric? It's the only thing we haven't done yet. I hate this so much if this is the right answer. Also, I think it might be game over if I'm wrong.
This is it.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
A piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
How? How is a random piece of black fabric in the pool a clue that proves she's guilty? Unless you can prove that it matches her clothing. And if you can prove that it matches her clothing, why didn't you fucking do that in the first place? Ah! I hate this.
It's been bothering me for a while.
This is just like the first trial, where they withhold like the extremely obvious piece of evidence that blows the case wide open and just immediately proves who the culprit is. They just withhold it to the end. For absolutely no reason. Like in the first case, it was Miyu's surveillance footage, which shows you the murder apparatus. It's like, oh, it's up there. Kaede stacked the books to drop the shot put on his head. And here's the fabric. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I have this fabric that matches her dress. I hate this.
I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain it's an important piece of the puzzle.
Like, the murder mystery itself is fine. I was skeptical of the whole Shuichi and the piranha plant tank, but they actually explained that pretty well with the dividing glass. I thought the apparatus to get him over there across the pool was a neat trick and, you know, somewhat plausible. And the idea that it had to be Kirumi due to her elegance and precision. I just hate this stupid thing at the end. that and their use of the word ropeway.
Because like the inner tube,
Which I guess is just my own stupidity, because we looked it up in the dictionary, and that's apparently the correct word for that type of apparatus that she used.
Huh? Why not?
using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off.
So hold the
To prevent
body.
that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Okay.
Yeah, so what?
I mean,
Your logic is flawed.
she didn't have to. She could have just held on to the body really, really tightly.
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
She's about.
Black Cloth is
Okay.
just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with
I
just
swear she
that.
was about to say, "You can't handle the
It's not
truth."
just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
How is it proof? Prove it. Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. All we need to do is dance party. Oh, apparently she's a knight for some reason. Oh, damn it.
What is this truth?
Oh, that was a
Your
miss
empty
too.
deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth?
The timing is off.
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
Like if I hit the buttons in time to the rhythm, I actually get a
Everyone's life is
miss.
at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth,
Oops.
everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
Oh, it says hold. I forgot about that.
Everyone might
Oh, you have to
die.
release it at the right time too. Okay, okay,
Class
okay.
trial,
Yeah, this isn't.
everyone's life
It's
is
not
at stake.
sexy. I definitely liked Kaede's a lot
Understand
more.
your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
I'm
You don't have
dying.
any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it.
What? How does this work?
It seems you wish to pin
Or is
me
that
as
just
the
getting in the way?
culprit. You do not have any evidence.
It's just getting in the
You are
way.
only providing us with speculation. You only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning.
Got her. All right.
What does that piece of
Oh,
trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here.
Yep. Wow. Wow, that was even more risque than
The
Kaede's.
piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
Okay, prove it.
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't bare-handed.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
It fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
I mean, someone else could
Gloves
have.
on your hands now. I take it they're from your
Someone else
home?
could have stolen a glove out from her
The
room.
extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. You can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Oh, that's it. We couldn't just go through her closet without her permission. We need to prove she was the murderer and then get her permission to do the comparison, rather than just doing some actual fucking detective work and comparing it to the fabric ourselves. Ugh.
What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
What's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed, but Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. Yeah, I don't know about that. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
He's gonna show us the truth. Oh, cool, it's comic book time. Alright. So there's nothing that actually needs to be filled in here. Oh, actually you can, yeah, just barely see his silhouette. Okay, I guess he was heavily obscured by piranhas. How do I... Okay, let's fill in the ones... Okay, piranhas swarming in tank. Is this... Oh, that's the... Okay, there's Ryoma. Oh, that's Ryoma being separated by the glass panel, though. So it's probably this. No, that's... Yeah, if Ryoma's in the tank, that would have been right after she put him in, so like right... Okay, so he's there for the meeting, and then she pins him and handcuffs him and drowns him. Oh, that's right, they give you the questions. Yeah, the questions to let you know. Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Where was the body carried to? He was carried to the piranhas swarming in the tank. Oh, that's it? Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Let's try... Okay, let's go to handcuffed victim. She handcuffed the victim, like, right here. Alright, what do we got next? Jim's window frame and rope. That is tricky. Let's do something easy. Rubber inner tube. That would have been when she was, setting up the ropeway. Yeah, right here. What was taken from the pool? Rubber inner tube. What do we got next? Carriage the rope. Was used to transport the body on the ropeway. Hitting the brakes was tough. Oh, there we go. Friction on the glove. Now we've got piranha tank lid. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? Like, carried the rope is what she did, but... Oh no, what was used to transport the body? That's the inner tube. Never mind, never mind. Where in the gym was the rope tied? There we go. Jim's window frame and rope. What else have we got? The thin and long item the culprit took from the gym. Oh, took the rope. There it is. Carried the rope. Then, what was used as a partition? That would be the piranha tank lid. Wait, I've still got... Oh, there's this one. Metal handcuffs in the water. The evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. Alright, last one. The hanged inner tube. Alright, here we go. Walk us through it, Shuichi. I didn't get a game over in this trial.
The victim's body was found
Wait,
this morning.
we're starting at Act 5, apparently.
Underwater Escape Act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body.
Yeah, man, they chowed down on that thing.
And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
Holy shit, did she actually make that face after she saw him get ripped to shreds by piranhas?
In truth, the crime began.
Oh, so yeah, it's Act 5 because that's the actual ending, but now they're flashing back to the preparation.
Had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranha.
That seems a bit risky. It looks like she's putting her hand like right in there with the piranhas.
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window.
Om, 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 om. What is making that sound? She had like a soundtrack playing creepy music on her iPod during the whole setup.
Tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab.
So, if the rule against swimming was actually just against going in the water and not going into the pool room, what if someone just randomly decided to hang out in the pool after dark? Like, we've seen people apparently like to randomly hang out throughout the school at nighttime sometimes. Or what if Ryoma had looked out the window and been like, why the fuck is there rope hanging from the window across? I guess it wouldn't matter. She could have like cuffed him and drowned him right after he sees that. It was a gamble, but it would be pretty implausible that someone would wander in, I guess. Dun dun.
All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Did we establish that? How do we know that?
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
She took off her gloves for this part, I guess to avoid getting them wet.
From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. they removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool.
Why didn't they put the cable back in the tennis net? I kind of just made it obvious that this was part of the body disposal apparatus.
And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing.
They do this sometimes in the murderers. I like how they have the silhouette of the murderer, but still the one identifying characteristic. She's still got those gloves.
Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She's got those metal rings on the gloves. Wouldn't that be a dead giveaway? Shouldn't that have been floating somewhere in the water?
They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
Yeah, very impressive. This is actually crazy. Who would think of this?
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed.
Oh, hey there, Fantasy Girl.
Crashing through the window,
Shuichi's actually explaining to us everything that's going on here. And what was all this for anyways? Like, seriously, she thought of all this just to slightly obscure the time of death and make it seem like she killed him a few hours earlier than she actually did? Like, it's not like this was a frame job or anything, or I guess it kind of was. Because this, yeah, I guess actually, because the time of death ended up kind of pointing to Maki and Kaito. Although she didn't know where they were, so she wouldn't have known that she was pinning the crime on anyone in particular. After this, to get away with murder, just make the more simple crime, the more simplest crime. Like just bludgeon them in the back of the head and run out of there.
They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down.
What if the body is never discovered? Does that count as getting away with it?
That would have caused significant rope burning, had the culprit not been wearing gloves.
I guess not, because the rule is that the body announcement is only made after, what, 2 or 3 people discover the body? So if you, like, dispose of the body and nobody discovers it, then there's no trial and you don't get to graduate. Studying the way of the ninja. That's basically what she is. Like, they say that she's the ultimate maid, but she's actually basically the ultimate ninja.
Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only
they could suspect all they want. Like, say they dissolved the body in a vat of acid and I don't know, dumped it into the sewers in that shitty platformer minigame so that no one ever finds it. Like, they would know that someone died, but no body discovery means no investigation or trial, which would mean that by the rules of the game, they wouldn't get to graduate.
It also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body.
Like, that seems like the obvious thing to getting away with murder, is just don't let them discover the body. Then there's no evidence. You think that the Kuma kids, the Kuma Cubs, would do something if they tried something like that?
And the inner tube. that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool.
Yeah, the rope apparatus ended up being a lot more plausible than I'd imagined.
Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence: the fabric and the inner tube.
An expert in robotics and turn them into a robot after killing them. In that case, they don't count as dead. Yeah, I swear, the writers thought of everything in these games, because someone got turned into a robot in Danganronpa 2, and then he got murdered, and murdering the robot counted.
Wrong, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
I didn't do it.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that
Okay, so who requested that you murder Ryoma?
to end like this.
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why you done it?
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available.
Okay.
Jeez,
Go-
Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more.
I guess just to satisfy people who are like, but why use her own gloves? Why use her own gloves? Use them from the warehouse. I guess they have to get that out of the way.
So,
What about just kill the bear? That's also against the rules. If you try to kill the bear, then he summons Gungnir, and you get speared through the chest by like 50 spears. Or however he decides to murder you. In this game, they've got the Exisals, the giant murder robots, to enforce the rules.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
It really wasn't.
We don't know that.
Monosuke's slip-up didn't really help us find the solution at all.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodum, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go!
Alright, it's voting time.
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off. It's voting time!
Voting time! Alright. I guess this is really just a formality. Has anyone else died? Oh, the last thing you saw was the push-up scene. So Ryoma got murdered, and Kirumi done it. She clubbed him. She knocked him unconscious. Handcuffed him, drowned him, and then used some crazy ropeway inner tube apparatus to transport him to a piranha tank so that he could get eaten by piranhas during a magic show. I like how they show the voting record. Ha! She voted for Shuichi. Oh wow, she really hates him. Really, really hates him. Actually, in the first game, actually the one case, my favorite case in the first game, they established that one person votes against the rest of the group because he doesn't want to believe that the culprit is who it is, and it's kind of a heart-wrenching moment. One of the many reasons why I like that trial so much. But it looks like nobody cares that much about Kirumi.
You make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one.
Hey! So I wonder what happens if someone actually gets away with murder, and Yeah, the culprit graduates, which is, I don't think has ever happened, actually, in the history of the series. Hey, 317 coins. Holy shit, I got an A in the final rhythm game thing, too. Back. Miss minus 500, retry perfect? Okay. Oh, back because we took the back route with the lying solution. Oh, so there are more back routes available then. So there was one on 13 and one somewhere else. I guess the lying thing is alright as long as it's never required. Like they say, yeah, it's a back route. What are our details here? Is this just written in a confusing way? It says this again. Logic difficulty normal, action difficulty mean. That is the opposite of how I set it up. So is this wrong, or is the options screen wrong? Yeah, logic normal, action mean. That's the exact opposite of what I actually wanted to set up. The action didn't seem that bad this time around, so I'm going to assume that this is wrong and that the options screen is right. Because they were organized left to right, and that would just be ridiculous if mean was the center option and normal was the far right.
Oh my!
Oh, you all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. The Blackened who killed Ryoma Hoshi is Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. Yay, bravo, bravo. Phew, thank goodness we managed to get through the class trial again. Kirumi didn't vote correctly? Well... I mean, she voted correctly in terms of her own interests, I guess. All of the spotless voted correctly. We managed to get through the class trial again.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. I mean, we all get to survive. That's pretty good. Why? Why did it have to be Kirumi? Yeah, how are you gonna get your massages now?
Yeah.
Truly, this result was unexpected.
Wait!
How can you be so calm about it?
No way.
But Gonta no can believe it. Kirumi was so helpful for everyone. Same Kirumi is also culprit? ...
Yoo-hoo!
Yoo-hoo! How long have you been lying to us?
The truth is...
I mean, ever since she murdered Ryoma, I guess. Is that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive everyone? You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey, Kirumi, tell me, why? You were always thinking about everyone around you. How could you kill someone? Human beings have always been selfish, self-centered creatures. That's why I hate humans. They burn down the forests we call home. They pollute the rivers we drink from. I'll never forgive humans. Is that why we're in the murder game? Revenge of the Bears?
No way!
But is that really a reason to destroy them? Some humans are really nice. Like Kirumi. She gave us massages. And lemonade and shit. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Enough with the commentary already.
Say.
Well, Kirumi, were your feelings towards us simply another falsehood?
How?
No, it can't be. Say it ain't so. That was just another lie too. He's always like this when people lie. I don't know if he's actually terrible at detecting lies or if he's just being sarcastic. Which bear dies next? Monosuke. It's absolutely Monosuke. The yellow one.
No.
I don't think so. I still believe Kirumi cares about us.
What?
And how would you know? I can't say for certain, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. I mean, yeah, because she tried to get away with murder, and we caught her, and now we all know she's a scumbag. You can't say for certain, hmm? That is what a detective would say. Kirumi, are you upset? Because of the people important to you? You mean like from the motive video? So Kirumi watched hers after all? I want this explained. I want this shit explained right now. Earlier, Kirumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Perhaps that request came from someone important in her motive video. Came from someone important in her motive video, yes. ...
What's wrong?
Do you have nothing to say for yourself?
I do not agree.
No, that's not it. I'm just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you will regret what you've just done. Oh no! Oh no! We will regret our words and actions once we see the truth. Regret?
Damn.
Spit it out already, otherwise we can't accept this outcome.
Please!
Please, Kirumi, tell us. I care about you a lot, and I know the others care about you too. So please... ...
Understood.
Very well then, if you are also desperate to know.
I shall take that request.
I will consider this a final request and tell you everything.
Well, you know.
No more lies then. You better just tell us the truth, please and thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I understand. Alright, let's get rid of everything we got. It's punishment time!
That is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly right. The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. As I thought, you did indeed watch your video. How? Did she just randomly get hers dealt to her? Or possibly deliberately got hers from the Mono Cubs? Does that mean someone broke the agreement and traded you your motive video? Alright, fess up. Which one of you did it? Close your eyes and raise your hand if it was you.
What are you saying?
Why would the one raising their hand need to close their eyes?
May I?
That won't be necessary. I did not trade my motive video with anyone. Huh? If you didn't trade with anyone, how'd you see your motive video?
Hey!
Perhaps Kirumi received her own motive video. Huh? You mean she had her own motive video from the start?
Yes.
Correct. No one had my motive video but me, the video's intended recipient. I have no idea why.
The fuck's going on?
That's not possible. Monokuma, what the hell's going on?
Huh?
You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me for a while. All this talk about videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Yeah, don't play dumb. You're the one who switched up all the motive videos.
No.
No, I didn't. Huh? Oh, was I not supposed to ask that? Did you Cubs screw up again? Huh? Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monofami's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. What? Hey! I didn't know. Monotaro should have checked the names too. Wait a minute, I don't even remember passing out any videos. It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I should have been more careful.
No.
No, Monodam, it's not your fault.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too. It seems I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos. Daddy!
Hey.
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting. Father! Thank goodness. What the hell is this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid.
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears. ...
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation. So if they were randomly scrambled rather than deliberately exchanged, the odds of getting your own video would be 1 in 14, which means, like, on average, the most likely outcome is, statistically, I think, the most likely outcome is one person gets their own video. Like, it's It's not terribly probable, but that's, yeah, I think that's the way the statistics work out on that. The most likely outcome is exactly one person gets their own video.
I see.
The Mono Cubs merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video was nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you?
Hey!
What was in your video? ...
What's wrong?
Well, you promised to tell us everything.
Yes.
I will tell you the truth in its entirety, but I doubt that everyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we all watch the motive video together? Oh, got a question. If Monokuma is the father, who's the mother? Do you know that it's not Monomi? That would have been my guess.
That's right.
Actually, I think I do know. I think I do know the answer. It's Junko. I saw it in a doujin once. Yes, that would be much better. Let's hurry before Daddy gets bored again. How thorough of you. Yet I suppose it is better this way. That's a joke, by the way, but I'm sure that doujin exists out there somewhere. Perhaps the truth will be easier to believe if you witness it with your own eyes. After Kirumi had spoken, the Mono Cubs began playing the video. Yep, we're level 48.
all right. Back by popular demand.
I still don't
it's
know what the
time
levels
for the
do.
motive video. Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day,
This had better be good.
she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the
Oh, was she, like,
maid
drafted
to serve her country.
to carry out the ultimate
He
hunt?
asked Kirumi to make this country great again. His authority to her. No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country.
What?
And over time, she became the de facto Prime
Wait, so does that mean that she is actually behind the ultimate
Kirumi
hunt?
could save the country from impending doom.
Is that supposed to be
The
Maki?
future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task.
Or is that Kirumi?
She only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is
Her hair is a
driven by the
different
belief
color.
that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people,
Also, are these Kaito's grandparents? His grandparents look like just generic old people, but these also look like generic old people.
an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret. Find out for yourself.
What? That doesn't explain anything. Oh, huh? It can't be. A girl elected prime minister? Oh, I guess she wasn't elected. She was like appointed as a secret shadow prime minister.
What?
Oh, so yeah, guys, it turns out I'm the secret prime minister, and that's why I have to murder you all to escape? What? I don't see how that's a good motive.
Yes.
Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching the video. Remembered?
Wait!
But please hold on, that video is true? That's ridiculous. There is no way Kirumi's really the prime
I
minister.
do not agree.
No, it's the truth. I thought my explanation about her being like responsible for the ultimate hunt, and she thinks some good reason for it, and so she had to murder us all. I thought that was a better explanation, but it's just like, oh, I'm the Prime Minister, so I'm more important than the rest. Explain this, Kirumi. Please explain. No, it's the truth. I am Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid, and the most important people to me
This is my selfless
are the
devotion.
citizens of this country. Is she... Or no, her hand's turned the other way. She's like in an inverse Nazi.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an
Okay, here we go, here we go.
I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
What did I do?
You're literally confusing the shit out of me, because this makes no sense and I gotta take a dump.
I see.
I see, so Kirumi was the real Prime Minister, running the country behind the scenes. How can you seriously believe that a high schooler could be Prime Minister?
You really don't get it.
I don't think it's odd that an ultimate level talent could be that powerful. The Roman salute? Yes, that's right. I mean, Keyboy's talent lets him pretend to be human even though he's a heartless robot.
How rude!
How rude. I am not pretending. I am still learning.
I see.
I see. Well, good luck, I guess.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kirumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister?
What?
Then Kirumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country's future?
Actually,
The motive video aside, Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about something like that. ...
yoo-hoo!
Hey, I get that Kirumi is really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
I don't know, actually. Why can't I remember? With our memories lost.
That's...
Wait, isn't this just like the Ultimate Hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it is connected to the Ultimate Hunt. Which is the thing that we knew that Rantaro referenced that none of the rest of the characters remember.
Huh?
Which we don't know exactly what it is yet. The Ultimate Hunt is connected to this unprecedented crisis facing the nation? If that's true, how are they connected? What is this Ultimate Hunt anyway?
I do not know.
I do not know what is happening to the nation while I am here, inside the End Wall. That is why I needed to know. I needed to know that the most important people in my life were safe.
This is my selfless
Because I am
devotion.
duty and honor bound to protect every citizen in this nation. Except for us. Except for her friends and classmates here in the school. We can all fucking die for all she cares.
My apologies.
That is why I needed to escape. Nope, dumb reason. Fuck you, Kirumi. Get in grave.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone else in the nation. But if those are the options, of course you'd pick everyone outside, right? There's just too many lives at stake out there. No, how are they at stake? What's going on outside? How do you know that you can even do anything about it? No way. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
What should we do? Did we just make a terrible mistake? If everyone outside dies because Kirumi is dead, doesn't that mean we pretty much destroyed the country? Well, what did we do? Did I pick up the brand you recommended? No, I didn't see it. I did. I don't remember the brand name, but I remember what the bottle looked like. I didn't see it at the liquor store. Say, what's Monokuma planning to do with the rest of humanity? You know how many people live in this country? Like 100 million, easily.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really...
Bears do not lie.
Why is he talking like a robot?
Bears do not lie. Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. That very well could be true, for those of you who don't know the series. The organization that Monokuma was in charge of was ridiculously powerful, like absurdly. It just had like an absurdly wide reach and unlimited resources in the first 2 games.
Huh?
Nothing is beyond your power. What kind of arrogant, ridiculous...
100%.
That is 100% a lie. It is impossible that he could bring disaster to a country.
What are you trying to pull?
What's so funny? You guys act like you can't believe it, but you're all terrified anyway. If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Shing! Why do humans lie? Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animals that tell lies? Yeah. Hey, cut it out. This is serious. How long are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
That's right, we know your motive to kill, but why did you kill Ryoma specifically? Because he was a criminal and she thought he deserved it, although we were all gonna die anyways. Okay, this had better be good too, even though her first explanation wasn't good. Okay, works for me. I can't possibly think of a better explanation than that. Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy to kill?
Weird.
Ryoma not that weak. When he used his Shukuchi method, even Gonta no could catch.
I do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest among us. Huh? What? I took advantage of his weakness and killed him. What do you mean?
That is...
I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the research lab on the 3rd floor. There, I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told him...
That is correct.
Oh, he went along with it? No, because he struggled. I am responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape this place. He then responded.
Got it.
So you've got a reason to survive? That's the complete opposite of me. That's good. If you've got something to live for, that means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew. He forfeited his life right then and there.
Where'd you get the beam from? Why didn't we see the beam?
That is correct.
That is when I decided I must sacrifice his life for my nation and my people. Then Ryoma knew he was going to be killed. I'm glad we had one last chance to break out the Ryoma voice at least.
But...
Wait a minute. It's Maki's fault that Ryoma decided he didn't want to live anymore. Was it? Oh yeah, she told him off or something.
What?
What?
Because?
Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Is that right? Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
What's your point? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, that's what they were talking about up by her lab.
Wait
a minute, you're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say that he only checked the name and didn't watch the video? Huh? Did I say that?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what is your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him his motive video? I'll get to that in a sec, but why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live, isn't that right, Maki?
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Yay! Swap motive videos. Didn't we agree not to show them to each other? Yeah. I remember. Because once you watch them, you've got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd really like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who will be in the video?
No.
I don't. That's why I want to see it. Once I know I've got someone important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys.
In other words.
In other words, that video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
So please. ...
That's true.
You're right, he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
Which means you shouldn't have showed him his motive video in the first place.
Hey!
What do you mean? What did his video show?
Ah.
Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty.
Okie dokie.
Oh, we're up next. Let's give it a watch, shall we? Oh, is this gonna be sad?
Popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro! Unfortunately, there's no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry.
Oh. No one was important to him.
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? If he saw something like that. He had none to care for and none who cared for him. He found no motive to live. Because of that, he chose to let Kirumi claim his life.
I see.
So that's why. He must have just watched that video before I summoned him to met with me.
It can't be.
He just gave up then? That's interesting. So like, not only did they set up motives for the murderers in this case too, they even set up like motive for the victim. That's an interesting motive, like the way that, or an interesting idea, the way that Monokuma tries to set up motives for the killers, and here he's like trying to set up like motives for the victims to drop their guard and let themselves get killed too.
Damn.
To hell with that damn moron.
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Because...
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right, Kirumi? For too many reasons.
Yes.
You are free to judge me for killing Ryoma. Yeah, if anything, that just makes me hate Kirumi even more. I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. I don't want her as my prime minister either! I would bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people, because that's what it means to serve with selfless devotion. No, fuck you, Kirumi, for the good of the nation. She's like an actual literal fascist. Forget it. Get her out of here. That's why I need to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly, assuming that you believe whatever bullshit Monokuma was spouting, like, oh, some vague tragedy will befall them unless you murder someone like I wanted you to in the first place.
My apologies.
I wanted to live! Kirumi. ... Monokuma, Gonta have question.
You need something?
Oh, what is it? This is going off Japan's standards for elected officials. Oh, would that actually be like a normal sentiment to hear from Japanese politicians? Oh, what is it?
Hey.
Can Gonta be blackened instead of Kirumi? Technically yes. If he kills Kirumi right now in front of everyone, then yes, he is the blackened instead of Kirumi. Technically.
Huh?
What? Keep a note of that when we see how fucked up the world is at the end. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Gonta, not smart boy. But even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to die, but Kirumi's life is way more valuable than mine. Kirumi's got the lives of hundreds of millions of people on her shoulders, right?
Unfortunately.
Logically, Kirumi's survival would result in fewer casualties than our collective survival would.
Jeez.
Geez, maybe it would have been better if we'd gotten the culprit wrong.
Huh?
What do you mean? If Kirumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then what was the point of me doing? All these kids are so fucking gullible. Like what, the nation's in danger just because Monokuma says so? And Kirumi can do something about it if it is in danger? Kirumi's gonna fix it? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? Was I wrong? I shouldn't have.
Shuichi!
What kind of face is that, Shuichi? If you're my sidekick, then suck it up, Buttercup.
Huh?
What?
Hey!
That goes for all of you. To hell with all this value of life shit.
Alright!
Life is not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it. Kaito.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean...
It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course!
How would you like to swing on a star? So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I want to live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. There's no way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
Ah, that idiot's talking again. But he's right. I mean, you're right too. He is an idiot, but he's right.
So divine.
Yep, he's a natua damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Hey, shut up. I told you to stop calling me an idiot.
But
Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looks shaken by it. Huh? Shaken. But not stirred. ...
because
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would give up so easily? Of course not. In fact, she probably still hasn't given up even now. She was hoping that learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die in her... Oh god, that face again. Yabe.
This conversation is going nowhere.
Is there like a... There. That's wrong. Where is it?
That's wrong.
That face is wrong.
Huh?
What?
But
Monokuma would never allow a blackened to escape punishment, so maybe she wanted everyone to rebel so she could use that as cover to escape on her own. How about it, Kirumi? Am I close? You are the most detestable cretin I have ever met. You knew exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain anyway. Well, wait, what he just said was true?
You mean?
You tried to trick Gonta? Tried to trick everyone?
Really?
Seriously, you backstabbing cunt. I'm glad that Miyu says stuff like this so that I can say it.
Cut it out.
Oh, Despair Doctor, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you enjoyed that. It was cathartic for me too to just say it out loud. Enough. She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Now he's defending her. God, these kids flip-flop back and forth constantly. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right. I must survive. Because I carry the weight of an entire nation on my shoulders. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. This request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That is why I killed Ryoma. Even now I refuse to give up. See, Kyle?
Huh?
Kirumi.
I see.
You still refuse to give up. So what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. Yeah, good luck with that. I must survive no matter what it takes. If I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive.
I will do anything to survive. Did something else happen? I don't know exactly when you went out with the doggo. So Kirumi's the president, and that's why she had to murder someone so that she could get out alive to save Japan or something. Also, what Miyu called her a treacherous cunt, so that was some good shit too. Oh, you saw the motive videos? In that case, so she went with like the sob story to. So apparently she was trying to like manipulate us into like taking her side and trying to like get her off the hook. Oh, hey. She screamed and she started running. I don't know if we've seen this before. Someone actually tried to get out of their execution. Well, you came back just in time. Here we go. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Yeah, total charisma break. It was a completely undignified exit.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
There's no way I'm letting you out of here. It was ugly and raw and feral. She just the way Miyu likes it. She ran as fast as she could. Chiaki kind of, I don't know if I count Chiaki because like it kind of, like the execution had already started when she kind of made her escape. Like I don't know if we've seen anyone like freak out and run out of the room before Monokuma could say the "it's punishment time" line. I heard my voice call out. Run! Run! Run, Kirumi!
Please run!
Hurry!
Run, please hurry! Hurry, run!
Hey,
Like I said, I'm not letting you leave.
please!
Run!
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment
Here we go.
for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
No, I mean Tsumugi's boring and dumb, and I don't like her jokes, but Kirumi's just despicable. I actually really, really hate her now. I think she deserves whatever's about to happen next. Let's give it everything we've got!
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
My webcam's off sync with the microphone. That does happen sometimes after long streams. I don't know if there's any way to fix it. It could also be Twitch on your end, because my preview video seems to be synced up just fine.
I will not die!
Okay. Okay, that's some good shit right here. Yeah, it seems like your audio just got desynced, Vasil. Just refresh. Refresh quickly before the execution starts. She runs like a dork. What does that say? Notice to quit. Strand of agony. Oh, this is her escape. Oh. Okay. Is she just gonna, like, off herself trying to make her escape? Is this gonna tear off all of her clothes? Yeah, as if I even had to ask. Oh, yes! Okay. It's like something out of Saw. It's like we had multiple Saws there. We had like a whole Saw series worth of Saws. Legend or Fairy Tale? Oh, if so, I'm not familiar with that one. Despair Doctor. Oh yeah, that was the first execution you got to see, Fantasy Girl? Yeah, the execution scenes in this game have been great so far. Like some of the best in the series, I think. The piano thing was just like brutal. This might... Wow, yeah.
Really?
Well, why, Monodam? Why did you kill Monosuke?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Monosuke, he was no different from Mono Kid. He was getting in the way of us getting along. We don't need him. It's fine.
Yeah?
Don't need him.
Let's get along.
We few remaining Monocubs must get along.
We are all
No matter what, we must always get along. Not even Father can stop us from getting along.
I will not forgive that.
Not if he knows what is good for him. Eh? This academy belongs to us. The age of the Monocubs begins now. I mean, he says ha 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 in the text box, but he totally went poo hoo hoo in the voice there. How dare you take that rebellious tone with me, young man? And yet this angsty attitude of yours is just so cute. It's so cute how your little crew is shrunk by one member. I think it's so funny the way that they focus in on the Mono Kids, the Mono Cubs dying right after each of these executions. It's like we choking on my own mouthful of sake here. It's like we get to witness whatever horrific death scene happens to the Blackened, and then immediately cut to some wacky comic shenanigans of the Mono Cubs reacting to whichever one of them just got splatted. Hard to believe that Monodam is voiced by Togami's voice actor. Which one's Togami again? Yep, Shrunk, you're not... Oh, Byakuya, right? The rich kid from the first game? Yep, Shrunk, you're not getting any larger, you know?
They're so freaking cute!
Yeah, yeah, I don't hear it. I certainly don't hear the similarity. All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze.
How horrible!
Ugly bitch. I knew that Mia would react to that. Who you calling an ugly bitch?
Stop it!
It doesn't matter. Now's not the time for that. Yeah, okay. Now let's have our dramatic reactions to... yeah. Kirumi's horrible, yet slightly erotic death scene. I don't know that she needed to be stripped down to her underwear. Kirumi.
I don't like that.
I can't take this anymore. Even Kirumi was killed so brutally. Wah, I don't want to do this anymore. Am I gonna end up like that too?
I'll protect you!
I won't let that happen, Himiko. I'll protect you no matter what. I'll protect you no matter what. But I don't want to do this anymore either. But please, let's just stop this killing game. I don't care if we stay trapped here forever.
Come on, come on!
Oh, isn't that what Atua said?
'Cause Atua says so.
All desire, even your desire to escape this place, can corrupt you beyond redemption. It's Monokuma who is corrupt. He is the one who distributed the motive videos.
I see, yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought. To have driven Kirumi that far.
That's true.
What worries me is, as long as we're trapped here, we don't know what's true or false.
Okay.
That must be why Kirumi did not want to show the videos. She thought that if everyone felt the same murderous rage that she did, the killing game would be pure chaos. She wanted to stop it. Stop making excuses for Kirumi. She probably came up with the idea because she was afraid someone else would beat her to the punch if they got motivated. Can I believe Kirumi is voiced by Hiyoko's voice actor? I don't remember who Hiyoko was either. that's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course.
That was our consensus from the beginning, not including you, of course.
However...
I had assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. Oh, yeah, the traditional Japanese dancer girl. Yeah, they're all voiced by Jasu. They just watched it when we get to the end credits of this game. It'll just be, Jasu, Korekiyo, Jasu Bakuhatsu, Kokichi, Jasu Bakuhatsu. Huh? I'd never do anything like that. I'm still thinking about what Kirumi said. What Kirumi said? Everything you just saw is true, though I only remembered it upon watching that video.
That's...
What she said earlier, correct? Huh? What about it? She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie either. Maybe that video has the properties of a flashback light if it made her remember.
What?
Huh? The properties of a flashback light.
Okay.
Still, how could Kirumi remember something she never should have forgotten? I mean, that's true of all of us, right? Like, important memories came back after we used the flashback light. Serving the entire nation just seems too important for her to just forget. Yeah, that's true. Does that mean we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching our videos? And if that's the case, maybe it's for the best that we don't watch the videos. I don't know, like we saw Kaito's, and it seemed kind of weak. Like just, oh, he gets along well with his grandparents, and maybe something happened to them, or maybe it didn't. Like, I don't know, I don't think that would drive him to kill anyone. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced. It's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better if we just believe in each other.
Yeah.
That's right. It's best we not remember our motives for everyone's sake.
Dear.
Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've heard yet. Or maybe he said everyone's sake. That I could believe. I'll drink to that.
That's so mean.
How rude. I'm always doing stuff for everyone's sake.
It's a lie.
I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kirumi's final moments has made me change my views.
Because?
She tried to escape until the very end. Running away to live might not be a bad idea. What is it with people drawing the wrong conclusions from these executions? It's like, oh yeah, I need to believe in my friends, like I believed in Kaede, who was the first murderer. Oh yeah, trying to escape till the very end. That's not a bad idea, because it worked out so well for Kirumi. Like, what's wrong with you kids?
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
Yeah, true. It's okay to run sometimes. You just gotta win in the end. That's all you gotta do. ... And with that, the second class trial ended for us. A Pyrrhic victory. Pyrrhic? That's another one of those words I see in print all the time, but never have cause to pronounce. Let's settle this.
Pyrrhic.
Pyrrhic. There we go. A Pyrrhic victory. We still had lost a friend. What is the end Kaito spoke of, and how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. When we returned to the courtroom, the area was already blanketed by darkness. For now, we should rest. To me, that seems the most rational course of action. Does the robot even sleep?
You're right.
Yeah, my brain's out of juice from going full throttle all day. She was useless for the whole trial.
Why, you?
Like you even have a brain to use.
I won't forgive you!
Anyway, this killing game is over. I won't allow it to go on.
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. As long as we listen to Atua, we'll all be just fine. ... Oh shit, serious face on Gonta. Actually, I think that's just his neutral face.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, Gonta? Why are you staring up at the sky? Oh, this the strength of a senior citizen. Yeah, honestly, I like Kibo. He doesn't do much in the story. Like, he's not a character who contributes to trials or, you know, the story scenes or anything. But he's fun to hang out with, and I like hearing about his little robot functions. It's just, even when all this bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty. But stars here are different, not the same ones Gonta used to. Different? You mean the position of the stars? Yeah, Gonto looking, but no can find a star he remembers.
Why?
But why? Were we taken somewhere far away? Far away?
Hey, so...
Hey, let's all head back already. I'm wiped out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, hold on. I have to tell you guys something.
Huh?
What now? Like I said, I'm wiped out. Now, it won't take all that long, so just listen to what I have to say.
What is it?
Well then, what is it you have to say? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar.
You get it?
But that's ridiculous. There's a way worse liar than me in our group. Are we gonna get called out? Are we about to get called out? I hope so. I really hope so.
Huh?
A liar worse than you? Oh, I'm talking about Maki.
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar? Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? I actually don't. I wish that he called out Shuichi. He tells the dumbest lies, too, when you lie in the trial. Like, they're so elaborate and have no supporting evidence to them. Like, I hate the lying mechanic in the trials. Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I really get the impression that Kokichi's, like, actually able to tell when someone else is lying 100% of the time. But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
Blackmail? What? Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live. But that wasn't... Oh, he was blackmailing her into convincing her to show him his video. Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. So he used that to blackmail her. I bet he said something like, If you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are. Oh, is she not the ultimate child caregiver? Is that why she's guarding her secret room? She's like the ultimate serial killer or something? The ultimate child murderer? That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma.
Which means...
She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Hold on!
Why you? What shit are you making up now? Maki's true identity? What? Nihihi. I've known Maki's true identity the whole time. She's just about to flip out and murder him in front of all of us? For a moment there, I thought Maki had disappeared. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. She moved so fast. One-armed!
You know, this is an interesting turn of events.
Look at the expression on his face. I think he's into it.
Would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now.
Can she?
That's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows.
Oh, she's the ultimate soldier? Oh, ultimate assassin.
Ultimate assassin?
Oh! That's hot. I think I like her even more now. A thin line divides heaven and hell. Chapter 2. 12 surviving members. To be continued. I've been getting bots all over the place, both on YouTube and Twitch. On YouTube, they show up on my VOD uploads. Literally every single one. It's like hotgirlsonline.com will be like the first comment. and we got the servant gloves. So we're going to save here. And since I forgot again at the start of the stream, because I was so eager to get into the trial and stuff, before I forget again, I will direct you all to our straw poll. Yeah, this is for the viewer's choice game, which I'll be starting up tomorrow evening. It's tied currently between Final Fantasy VII and Chrono Cross, unless we had any other votes during the stream, which it looks like we haven't. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about the tiebreaker. Originally, I was kind of leaning towards Chrono Cross, but now I'm kind of leaning back a bit more towards Final Fantasy VII. But we'll see if anyone throws a vote in there to break the tie there. Oh yeah, so I need to adjust my stream schedule. I'm working Wednesdays for the rest of the month, so there will be no afternoon stream on Wednesdays, but I'll still stream in the evenings, and that'll be the viewer's choice game. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday evenings as usual. You think Maki will be the next killer? I think that would be too obvious. She might be the next villain, but I think it would be too obvious if she were the next killer. The thing that compels me towards Final Fantasy VII is that you can mod the PC version. So I could... yeah, good night, Deep Fry. I'll see you, tomorrow evening. Once I get off work, we'll start off either Chrono Cross or FF7. I'll make the announcement in advance on Twitter when I make that decision, unless you guys make it for me. But yeah, it seems like there's cool stuff you could do with mods for FF7 on PC, which kind of makes me wonder, like, how much can I change it up to make it kind of a fresh experience? Like, the graphical overhauls you can get are really cool looking, so I'm kind of interested in that. I'm also just more interested in Chrono Cross as a game, though. I think it seems interesting. I'll think more about that, but anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for Danganronpa tonight. Yeah, so we're not gonna stream tomorrow. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do for Planetfall, because I still like it and I'm still into it, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sustain interest in like doing Planetfall campaigns like for 2 days a week for a few hours on a couple days. I might need to like switch over to doing like maybe shorter games, like maybe shorter retro games for Thursday, Friday evenings, just because I'm gonna forget what's going on in the... You're bored of the DLC. I kind of want to see a balance patch. I still like Empire mode, and I'm actually still mostly enjoying the map that I'm playing, but yeah, I probably won't start up another game of the DLC until the next balance patch drops. Yeah, I have played the game a lot too. I think I'm up to like just about 300 hours of playtime. Anyways, yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna head off to bed then, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with some either... Actually, here's the other thing. Here's what we'll do. Since I don't have all day tomorrow to stream, I'll probably do whatever... I'll do the viewer's choice game all day on Thursday. So yeah, instead of the regular afternoon stream, Planetfall, whatever, we'll just do viewer's choice all day Thursday, in addition to Wednesday. So that's the plan. Yeah, thank you all again for watching. And then for those of you just here for the Danganronpa, that'll be going. We'll be playing this again on Sunday evening. So yeah, that is that.